Last one. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Martyn Odell, aka the Legomme Chef, and welcome to Dish Up Disney. This is the show where I am challenged to recreate famous meals from Disney films. Now, there's a couple of clues lingering about. I've got an envelope, which normally means there's a surprise. I don't know what we're making. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lady and the Tramp.
First, we fix the table.
And it's obviously the spaghetti and meatballs. This is probably one of the most iconic dishes you can ever see in a movie, especially one of the old school ones. So what we're gonna try and do is recreate it as close as possible to the film. I'm just gonna load up Disney Plus and we're gonna watch the scene just so I can make a couple of notes.
Here, Tony, you're the boss. Now, tell me, what's your pleasure? A la carte? Okay. Hey, Joe. Butcher, he says he wants 2 spaghetti a speciale, heavy on the meatball.
Heavy on the meatballs. Okay, heavy on the meatballs. That's the first clue. Spaghetti and sauce already mixed together. And the meatballs all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 meatballs.
Now, here you are, the best spaghetti in a town.
A very classic spaghetti and meatballs. Now look, I know how to make meatballs, I know how to make a lovely sauce, but there is always something new you can learn. So I'm gonna go meet a couple of people who are gonna give me some tips to make the most amazing meatballs. So, let's go meet them. Ciao. So we're outside Giacobazzi's here in West Hampstead. Now they've been here for over 35 years and Raf makes some of the best meatballs in town. So let's go have a little look. Ren and Raf, how are we?
Very well, thank you.
Good. So we're in your beautiful deli, Giacobazzi.
Yes.
We're here because it's Disney's Lady and the Tramp.
Yes.
You watched it?
Yes, we've seen
recently.
it. We've seen it more than once over many years.
Yeah.
Having seen it as a girl,
Yeah.
and then as a mum, and then as a grandmum, it still has the effect.
You are famous for your meatballs in this deli. Is it like an easy recipe that I can just borrow for the video?
Too sure about that.
It's very jealous of
Jealous
his
of my
recipe.
recipe.
Is he?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Okay. Well, how about if I make you something nice?
Yes.
And you approve?
Okay.
You can give me 1 or 2 tips.
Might be possible. Let's see.
Okay. So we're gonna make a sandwich.
Yeah.
I've already had a rummage. I've spotted goat's cheese.
Yes.
I've spotted some of the balsamic onions.
Yes.
You better roll.
I'm going to fall in love with you if you carry on like this.
Here we
honestly.
go. Right. How do we do this? What do we do? Do I just run and grab ingredients?
Yes.
Right. Right. Goat's cheese.
Goat's cheese. Now you need to go and get your onion.
Oh, it's lovely, Olive. Oh, look at that. There we go.
Yes. Beautiful.
Okay, Raf, I've made this sandwich. Goat's cheese, caramelised onions, rocket, bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. Simple, classic. Please enjoy. Come on. Is you gonna like it?
I think you'll like it.
Absolutely delicious.
Delicious.
Very good indeed. The combination of flavor is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Raf C. Now we exchange my love, and you can give me some wisdom from your meatballs.
Okay. One of the best things to use in meatball is parmesan cheese. It will make absolutely a huge difference.
On top?
No, in the middle.
Inside. I've never thought of that. Easy. Will this go on the menu?
Yeah.
We call it like the Legomme
Legomme.
love sandwich.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Delicious.
Thank you so much for having me, though. It's been amazing.
I'm
been a pleasure.
gonna have to go buy some bits and pieces, make some meatballs,
Yeah.
and I'll send you a picture. You can tell me
Yeah.
if it's all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this apron, so I haven't got one at the studio.
Okay.
Bye. So, I'm back from Giacobazzi's in Ren and Raf, and I have got some absolute wisdom to share with you. Over here, this is all of our ingredients. Got classic stuff for the tomato sauce. Got a mixture, this is hot over here, of beef and pork mince. I'm gonna soften the breadcrumbs down, Parmesan cheese in. It is gonna be wonderful. So the first things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the tomato sauce going. You don't need to chop everything too fine, so rattle through it. Tomato sauces are all about building big layers of flavour. So you want to sweat things down Onions in. So, 1 stick of celery and 1 carrot. Celery. Okay. A very classic start to a dish. You get to see a real man struggle peeling garlic here. So with your garlic, it depends how strong you want it. I'm just going to give it a little slice. What you want to do is you don't want to put the garlic in straight away because that'll burn and make it go a little bit bitter. That's going. This is the base of the sauce. We're going to take the bread. We're going to break it up, crust and all. You can just use a dried breadcrumb if you really want to, but fresh is best for this kind of thing. Then a little bit of milk. And we're just going to soak that bread just to soften it down. And what this is going to do is this is going to help your meatballs be nice and juicy. Right, let's pop you there. So let's pop our garlic in there now. And then we'll cook that up a little bit. Now, I do remember Raf said he just took a couple of bits of basil. He just lobbed them into the sauce just to infuse. So take a couple of bits now. Lovely stuff. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, I did steal this apron from them, so they will see this, but it's perfect timing because I've got a white t-shirt on, loads of passata's going to go in, and I would be absolutely covered. So we just want to bring this up to a boil, and then we're just going to let this gently simmer, and then we'll have a taste. But let's move on to the meatballs. So, very, very simple. Big bowl. So we've got pork mince here, and we've got beef mince. Now, if you didn't have both, you can just do one or the other, so you could do a full pork mince or just a beef mince, but the blend is really good because you've got flavour from the beef and you've got a beautiful bit of fat from the pork mince. So your breadcrumbs, just squidge out any leftover milk if there is any in there and just get that in there, like that. There we go, it's only bread and milk. It's delicious. Get your garlic in there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this over here for a minute. And we're just going to grate the onion. Okay, this comes back in. Onions in, a little touch of pepper, and then a bit of salt, and then we're going to give this a good mix. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to give this a really, really good mix so both the minces get combined. Okay, so parmesan, here we go. So it's the big old nuggets of umami and saltiness which Raf gave us that little tip for, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, so parmesan in. Right, let's give this a mix. And that is pretty much your meatball recipe. I mean, it smells amazing. Right, I'm going to do quite big ones. Like that? Yeah, that'll do. Right, we're just going to plop those in, and we're just going to brown those off. How many do we need? They are big balls. They'll be all right, won't they? Okay, those are browning off. What we need to do now is blitz the sauce, because it's a beautiful thin sauce that just coats the pasta. So we're going to stick it into here. And then we just give this a quick. Okay, so here we go. Here is our sauce. This sauce is going to go back in here. So now, look, remember, with the meatballs, we've been frying those off, but this is your chance to have a good taste of the sauce. Tomatoes are always different, right? That passata is naturally quite sweet, but if you use tin tomatoes, it might be a bit more acidic, but we're going to put a tiny little splash of red wine vinegar in there, and then just a little bit of pepper, and then a tiny little bit of salt. And then that should be good to go. I'm just going to put a little splash of this in here because in the film, everything came out of one pot. So turn it down, we'll stick this under here. Now, obviously, we're going to do some spaghetti. So pan of water on the heat. Okay, so while we wait for the water to boil, apparently there are some Easter eggs hidden around the set. So this little cheeky number over here, I wonder if it makes a noise. Last week. Right, pasta. No one ever knows how much to measure. It's a hefty old portion on the film, so I'm going to go... Yeah, that'll do. So, let's get that going. Here we go. Okay, so our pasta is perfectly cooked. How do they say? Al dente? Beautiful. Right, so take it out with the tongs, don't drain it perfectly, and let that water, nice starchy water, it will help thin out the sauce a little bit. So now let's give this a nice little mix. Heavy on the meatballs, and now it's time to plate up. So look, we've got an absolute whopper of a plate here, just like the movie. Right, let's do it this way so the cameras can see. This actually looks spot on. I'm just going to go in. So they are so good. They're like, how do you explain it without saying umami 20 times? They are so full of umami. They're like meaty, they're moist, they're delicious. And obviously like have a little bit of the pasta. It's spaghetti and meatballs, isn't it? But it's done really well. I've got no lover with me, but I'm all right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to Disney UK. Ciao.